are you? We are here. We are so excited that you are with us. This is my friend Tulin. Woo! So welcome to the Fit Tribe Weekly Call. We don't always do fancy webinars like this, but I want to welcome you guys to our Fit Tribe office / studio / everything. We just want to be fancy because we have a special guest, and I'm so excited for you guys to get to know Tulin, hear her story, and find out all of everything that she's doing. They're secrets, but they're secrets that you can do. So I'm so excited, you guys. First of all, let me just congratulate everybody that achieved Success Club for August. Awesome job, seriously. Oh my gosh. That just means you're, really suggesting HD Shakeology and challenge packs either to a customer or a coach. So congratulations. Y'all know how to do it. So October, I want to see all of your names on that list. So congratulations. Yes, I still have a cough. Dang it. Okay. I also want to welcome new coaches. We have a ton of new coaches. So I don't have my phone or anything with me here, or I would name each and every one of you. But welcome, and yay for you for being here, watching this webinar, or if you're watching the recording. It's so important to plug in and to be engaged and know what's going on. So yay, good job. I'm happy you're here, and I'm so glad you're part of the Fit Tribe. Let me just cough.
Cough.
Yes, that's really important. So let me see here. A couple things. The challenge pack special of the month is the 21-day fix. Such a great deal, you guys. I was talking on the phone today to one of my new coaches, Melissa, today, and I said to her, that's the best deal ever, because a bag of Shakeology is $130. They're getting the 21-day fix for $10. $10, that is such a bargain. And do me a favor, tell those people who are buying that to be coaches too, because they can be it for free. Be a discount coach. So many of our coaches are discount coaches, or they started off as discount coaches and now they're killing it. So that is exciting, the 21-day fix challenge pack. And then P90 is coming out on the 23rd. Who's excited? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. You guys, you have a bunch of people who are always saying like, oh, I'm freaked out about P90X. Oh my God, I'm not ready for that. I can't do that. That's scary. Mm-hmm. Tony's gonna kill me. He's not gonna kill anybody in P90. You know what I mean? It's for everybody. And so, you can, goodness.
That's
you
okay.
might have to take over. You are going to take over.
It's all
Yay!
good.
So excited about that. I'm going to have guests on every webinar from now on, so I don't have to talk. Just kidding. So, gosh, this is so much fun. Tulin's husband's over there. He's awesome. So it's like we have an audience, and he's going to be doing push-ups in a second, which is going to be fun. So we might be turning the camera over there.
He would totally do that.
Oh my God, I know. Awesome. So P90 is coming out on the 23rd. And that's going to be wonderful for your Success Club points at the end of the month and for October, because they're going to have it as a deal. So, get names, start promoting it and just talking with people. Make your list of people who you think who would love this, who has been too freaked out by P90X. You know what I mean? It's
for everyone.
It's for everyone. I'm like all my brothers, my dad, those that said they're not doing it, they're doing it. So anyway, I could talk really fast. Okay. So I don't even know what else I was going to talk about. Nothing else is more important than listening to Tulin tonight. So smart people, take notes. Take out a pen and paper right now, because you are going to want to listen what she has to say. Oh, bring that over here, Kevin. Come here.
Oh, can I
Hold on.
touch it?
They don't know what he does. Oh my gosh. That was funny.
I'm sorry.
P90, y'all. What? Okay. We just have to be a little braggadocious really quick. Carl Deichler signed this. It says, everybody matters, or is it everybody matters? What is that?
Everybody matters.
Okay. Body. And Tony Horton thinks he's cute here. He put, hit it. So I think that's his saying for this workout, right? Let's hit it. Is that what it is? I think so. But you guys, it's so cool. The workouts, there's tons. It's the Beachbody thing, but there's ab ripper A, ab ripper B, ab ripper C. So for those that were freaked out by ab ripper X, there's a beginner one. However, I just want to brag 1 second here. Kevin's dad is 60. How old's your dad, babe? 65, 66. He kills ab ripper X. He totally does the whole thing. So anyway, but yeah, Roger will be buying this. So yay. Okay, let's get to the point here.
I never got to touch it, just so y'all know.
Oh my God, touch. Okay, there. We are so lame. This is so much fun. Next time we're having wine, okay?
It's HB water.
I know. Okay, you guys. So Tulin is amazing, you guys. She has such a passion for helping people figure out, how to feel their best, how to be healthy, how to find fitness in their lives, and she's just, she gives me chills, and I'm just so happy to know her. And you guys want to hear something really funny? We're like neighbors.
Totally.
Like, we live in Huntington Beach together, and guess where we see each other besides here today?
Let's see, on a cruise ship in the Bahamas, or we're Caribbean or Bahamas, whatever,
one of those.
The two. In Dana Point in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Every place but Huntington Beach.
Every Beachbody event or success trip
Everything.
or whatever it is, we see each other there, and we're always like, neighbor! So it is so, it's so exciting that we're finally hanging out, and I'm just blessed that her and her husband came here today, and that she's gonna share with you guys. She, to me, is like the queen of Success Club, y'all. And I know that last week, she is, this is a tiara, it's invisible, because look at the fabulous hair. Hello, it used to be long, and she chopped it, and it's hot. I told her it needs its own Instagram.
It does.
Yeah. But what was I even saying? I get so excited about your hair.
You used to talk about my hair.
Okay, so the last couple weeks, I was asking you guys, what do you struggle with when it comes to Success Club? I really want to know, because I struggled with it too, and that was like that was for me, not to be exact, but it was like 28 months ago. Mm-hmm. I was never hitting Success Club. And then I remember Carl Deichler looked at me and said, you need to hit Success Club every month. Okay, when the CEO of the company looks at you in the face and says that, you're like, oh crap.
And then he noticed?
Yeah. Yeah, so that was like a wake-up call and a little humbling, and then from then on, I decided it's a no-brainer for me, but I want it to be a no-brainer for you guys. So if you're struggling, listen to this, girl. I'm just gonna let you have it, girl. Okay. Tell your story, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so I'm Coach Chalene, and I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I am a plus-size Beachbody coach.
And gorgeous.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So I started in this whole process, I was over 330 pounds, and I stand here today probably somewhere between 255 and 260. So the reason why I do that, because I really like to break barriers about what people think weight and fit looks like, and I can kill ab ripper X too.
Woo!
I couldn't when I started.
Nice.
But I can now. Well, it's been a while since I've done it, but I'm sure if I did it, I would near kill it.
If we have time at the end, we're gonna do it.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
So, so for me, I mean, if I can just start with, I was the anti-coach in anti-Shakeology, and I remember that I was at my first Super Saturday, because at this point I had signed up, and my whole intention was to get the bag of Shakeology, use it all up, throw it in a bag, return it, and get my money back.
Love it. That
was my intention, because I had no expectation. So I actually call it, like, I wasn't paying $100 at the time, $120 on a magic bag of powder is what I called it. So I am that person that you reached out to that was probably a little mean in their response. That was me. So every time I get a response back that is less than kind and it happens, I say, oh no, I deserve that. Like, it was like, yeah, I did that.
That's funny.
So that's how. And, but I learned and very sick. I mean, I struggle. And all. So when having gone through, I mean, I have finally got a job. I was working with somebody else building, working 18 to 48 hours a day building their company. I didn't have time for this. But what I also knew was I didn't have time, frankly, to die.
Right.
I mean, I didn't. And I wasn't there for my kids on so many levels because I felt I was doing all these things for them. So when I started knowing I was in bad cardiovascular shape, I picked Insanity.
Oh gosh.
I thought that'd be a good place to start. Yeah, I can't walk
it.
up the steps, but I'm gonna pop in Insanity. But
awesome.
My goal was to go for 2 weeks and just get moving. I just was gonna commit to 2 weeks of move and not worry about food. It was well past the halfway point of Insanity that I finally got the magic bag powder, because my husband had been bugging me about it for a year and a half, and he had MS, or has MS, and he was unable to walk for 2 years. And when we were homeless, living in the hotel room, and I would be eating a big over-chunked thing of Chinese food in front of him, like, are you through yet? Because it's kind of in my way. It's only 300 square feet. And he was doing P90X on his hands and knees. So I wouldn't have admitted to it at the time, but he was a huge inspiration for me.
Awesome. Chills.
Yeah, this is the craziness that started. So I was purely a discount coach. And when my husband said, well, let's get this. I said, fine, after a year and a half, let's get it. I said, well, I'll sign up as a coach, you sign up underneath me. And I was in an industry that really frowned upon the fact that I was sharing my journey online.
Wow.
My company was upset by it. And I said, I've supported you through everything, and you don't need to support me, but I need to live. And so that's where I came from. And I stopped hating myself, and I said, this is what my body did to help me survive some very tragic situations, and I'm gonna honor it and feel blessed that I'm here.
Awesome.
And this is what it took for me to be here. And that's how Shakeology changed my life, because it became the tool for me in my journey to become symptom and med free. And for us to be here in the way we are right now. So for those people who say they can't afford it, we couldn't afford it. It came out of our grocery budget. I didn't have time. I worked a lot. What are the other? There's so many excuses. I was every excuse.
Well, as to why you wouldn't be a coach?
Yeah, or buy. I can't do it. I was 330 pounds.
I don't like how it tastes.
Oh, I don't like how it tastes. I mean, so I was every one of those excuses and to the extreme. So when you have those people who tell you no, frankly, it's no right now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And if I could just say, you know, my coach, the thing I loved about him.
Her coach is Jimmy, guys.
Jimmy Hayes Nelson.
We all love Coach Jimmy.
Coach Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, what I loved about Jimmy was the way that he approached me. He didn't look at me as a plus size woman that had a big old W on my forehead that said, obviously she's a big girl, she needs to lose weight. And while that is truly a part of my journey, if you really ask, and I keep referring to women as men and women, but my target really is women like me. If you really ask us what we want, it's to feel better.
Definitely.
And I didn't know his story at the time. And so I'd read a post that Kelly had put up, very long story short. As much as I was going to return the bag, I knew somewhere in the back of my head that if I'm going to do this, I want to do this with somebody that I really connected with. So
Yeah.
I really connected with Jimmy and Kelly.
Awesome.
Even though I fully planned on returning.
That's funny.
Yeah, so.
Funny. Awesome. The cough. It needs its own Instagram.
That's okay.
Just like your hair.
That's okay.
Okay. Your story makes me, I love that you're so real. And what I always tell my team is, share your story and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You know, don't be afraid that people are going to judge you. So when you decided to be a coach, how long did it take for you to really put yourself out there and be willing to share your struggle and you know, to get people to talk with you and make conversation and connect with you just like you connected with Jimmy?
Well, I originally put my story on Facebook for personal accountability.
Okay, that's good.
And
that's a good idea.
I think my first pictures were just kind of up here, but I did post my before pictures, which is me at 330 pounds in a blue bikini.
Woo! That was good. Good for you.
I was just you know what, this is it. And I won't lie to you, it was hard.
I'm sure,
it was hard, but what I decided was those who are meant to inspire me will be inspired me, and those who are meant to be inspired by my journey will be inspired by it. And everybody else, it's not their time, and it's not my business what they think of me. And I came from zero support, no family support, no friend support, no coworker support. I mean, to have people against what you're doing, I mean, can you imagine that you were dedicating yourself to health and fitness and it was this negative? So the only support I had of my husband, and I'm lucky to have that because I certainly wasn't supportive of him. So I decided from the very beginning to start sharing my journey online, boldly and honestly. And when I started with Insanity, no, I could not jump, and I'm sure my neighbors downstairs were grateful. I heavily modified.
It's awesome.
So a lot of times it was swaying back and forth. It was maybe 5 or 10 minutes of the workout routine.
And that's before they had modifiers.
Yeah.
Insanity doesn't really have a modifier, right?
Well, I started sharing my journey, and I can't say this enough to, again, the bigger gals that are out there who are watching this right now. Y'all, we need to be sharing our process, boldly and proudly, because I cannot tell you how many women need to see more women like us. And that's what really frustrated me is I could not find somebody whose belly clapped when they jumped, and I'm raw like that. That is the reality.
I love that.
And if we don't hear or see from somebody else that they're experiencing that too, we feel ashamed and embarrassed. And did you know when that starts to happen, it probably means that you're getting results because your skin's getting a little looser? That's not
very cool.
That is results. That is progress. So I didn't have that, and so I decided to be that person, having and I had no followers. I had very few followers.
So when people saw your your posts and your story, did they start asking you, inboxing you, commenting, or how did your first couple customers come? I'm just kind of curious, like how you started to be like, okay, I'm in. This can change my life. I'm going to go for this, even despite whatever is. The haters, the family that's not supporting, because we all have that. My family thinks I'm nuts for what I do. They basically don't talk to me about it very often. And it's like weird. Yeah. Because we're really successful at this, and we weren't at the beginning. But I don't know what happens there. But that's a whole other story. So what did you do when the people started to first talk with you?
Okay, so the people, I realized that there was the people who mostly reached out to me were the ones that were not liking and commenting. If that makes sense.
Isn't that weird?
It's really
I was
weird.
just having a conversation with someone today.
Well, a lot of times people don't want to like or comment because they don't want to have it show back up on their feed.
Yes.
Or they're just gently watching you from far away. So my first several posts didn't have a lot of comments. Like I went back and looked at them. And what happened was somebody asked me, well, because I literally wrote down all the things I accomplished. I decided I'm going to celebrate all the good stuff and all the non-scale victories, like in my process. Like I could go 10 seconds without feeling like I was going to die. But that may sound really funny, but that's a really cool thing to be able to do. And other people identified with it of all different shapes and sizes. And I did this thing, and Jimmy loves it. I called it blowing off the dust. And so I had all these friends that already had programs. They said, well, why don't we start this group and you guys can just kind of blow the dust off of your programs and we'll just do this together. I was not a coach.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was surprised at who came to me for help. As a matter of fact, when I became a coach,
blow the dust off your. That's cute.
Yeah, blow the dust because there's people
like they already have programs. They're not opening them, using them.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I love that.
Blow the dust
off those. Yeah. Okay, we've all had those. I mean, I think I have buns of steel still with dust on it.
Right.
But I'm not going to open it. Okay.
No, we're not going to typo.
Okay. No typo. So we love Billy though.
Yeah, but when we signed up, the most amazing part to me is my very first coach, and hopefully she's watching, Luvia.
Go Luvia.
Luvia. Outside of my husband, the best part about it, she was about a fourth of my size, inspired by my journey.
That's awesome.
It is not always going to be the people you think it's going to be who are going to be inspired by your journey. Because a struggle is a struggle no matter where you are on the spectrum. We always have to be respectful of that. So people say, oh, I can't relate to my skinny such and such. That's the opposite, because we can never really assume what their journey is and what their struggle is. And we're all women who are dealing with different issues, and we have to be respectful of that. So
excuse me again. When you post, I just have one more question before we go into Success Club, because you're a rock star at that and so much. Are you about I'm doing Beachbody and Beachbody. How do you do it where people are going to ask you, come to you? Because I know you said your message box is full of, people wanting your help, which is so awesome. So you're not throwing Beachbody or down people's throat or vomiting Beachbody all the time. How do you do it in a way that creates conversation and builds relationships?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, although as much as Beachbody is a really strong branding company, we don't necessarily know Beachbody, but we know the personalities, we know the programs. However, I don't want to be sold, and that's actually what really annoyed me. So I don't want to sound like a hypocrite right now, because I just put a post up that said about 3-day refresh because of my results from it.
Right.
And then also, I am loving PIO. PIO plays a really big role in our lives. And what's so beautiful about the modifications in there, I teach the plus size version of that.
That's awesome.
And it's something that so many of us can do. So I have been talking about plus size PIO. But the direction I come from is not necessarily about buy my PIO, buy my Shakeology. You'll never hear me say that. A lot of times when I talk about my experience, I'm talking about my experience that day, maybe with the workout. I may mention PIO in there specifically right now.
Because then people are like, well, what is that?
They want to know, but really, they're not really reading that, and you'll notice that in the emails that you get, because I drive most of my leads to my inbox. What they're interested in is you.
Yes.
And your journey and your experience. And they don't care about how great your angle is, or, I mean, I'm wearing makeup right now, but I don't usually do this. I usually have Wolverine.
I don't either. Y'all know that.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So it's about...
We put this on for you guys.
We did. This is not what you'll get on my Instagram. But I share my raw, honest truth, and I don't care if you don't like it, because it's not for you. And if it's not, you may actually be projecting back on me. It may be raising some issues or some concerns and things like that. And when you're ready, I will open my arms and I will be there to help you, regardless of what you thought or said.
I love that.
But in that moment, I don't care. And I'm talking about 330 pounds in a bright blue bikini. So it's not easy to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that you're brave. I love your Instagram. I like how you show, I can do this today. Look how far I've come.
I love it.
You did one recently where I forget which move it was, but I was very much like, oh my gosh, go, like, yay. And I was cheering for you. And I know you, but if I wasn't, and if I didn't know you and I was just going through my feed and I was following you, I'd be like, that girl's inspiring. You know what I mean? So being, just showing your journey, I always say that to you guys, like, people can't read our minds.
No.
So if we're not posting, not shoving Beachbody down people's throat, but if we're not showing what we're doing to keep ourselves healthy and to create better habits, how are people going to know? You have to put yourself out there.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, is that also I don't try to pretend like I'm perfect.
No,
Okay?
because then people know.
They know, and
Yeah.
nobody's expecting to be perfect. What they're looking for in progress. And progress sometimes doesn't always mean forward progress. Sometimes it just means that, like, for example, I am really, really happy that I've been able to maintain my weight or maybe gain, I've only gained a few pounds. I don't spiral out of control about it. That is a huge non-scale victory celebration for me, having been a former anorexic, having been a former overeater. I mean, I've been all ends of the spectrum. So there's always, every day, something to celebrate.
That's awesome.
And if I struggle and if I find myself saying something negative anymore, or even on my groups, I make them go back and find 3 reasons for them to celebrate. Because there is no
that's
venting or negative
cool.
speaking in my groups at all.
That is so cool. I love
There's
that.
too many other places online you can go do that. Not my house.
No. Yeah.
No.
No, that's not good. But being real and ups and downs, that's just taking people with you,
Big bowl of spaghetti is success.
That's awesome.
Right? It's not like the dry spaghetti before you threw it in the water.
Yeah.
Like, the success is the bowl of spaghetti. You got to celebrate that, because each one of the twists and turns is part of your story. Like,
I love the bowl of spaghetti analogy.
Right? You know what a better one is? I
gosh.
just read this one. This is my favorite. My stretch marks are super awesome lightning bolt tattoos.
Oh my God.
I'm filled with them. I'm so super awesome.
I know. I always tell my kids, you guys, they'll say like, Mom, what are those? What are those? And I'm like, you gave me those, but it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Okay, so we are going to go transition now. So amazing. Please follow Coach Tulin on Facebook and on Instagram. Don't copy what she does, but if you see that you're inspired by her, you better be, because why wouldn't you be? But see how she does it, because it works. So we're going to now transition to, you are, in my eyes, like I said, the Success Club queen. I mean, seriously. So how do you get on the average of 32 Success Club points every month? Like, that's so insane, because a lot of us struggle to get 1. A lot of us struggle to hit 5, 10, whatever it is. So what is it? What is your, what do you do? And do you hit it by the 10th of every month? And, how do you, whatever, tell us what you do.
Okay. So here's the thing. I finally have realized that, and I say finally, it's the past several months, this is really a business of helping other people grow their business. And I didn't used to talk to people about the coaching opportunity, because remember, I was the anti-coach, and I didn't want to seem like I was pushy about it. Well, darn it, I would, excuse my language, be so pissed if Jimmy didn't tell me about the discount.
Yeah.
And I really needed the discount at that time. And so, or if he didn't talk to me about this opportunity, and this always gets me emotional, but would my family be where it is today without our experience with Beachbody? It all started with this need, frankly, to move. And we have a strong data set pre-Shakeology, like, that we couldn't keep going, and then we have a strong data set of, woo, look at us go with Shakeology. So I think of a couple things. How did Beachbody change my life? And it is incredibly selfish of me not to share this opportunity with every single person that asks me or I talk to about Beachbody.
Right.
It's not up to me to qualify them and to judge and decide if this is right for them. It's up to them, and I get tons of no's. So everybody that talks to me about it, I let them know about the Beachbody discount. And at the end of the day, most of the successful coaches were discount coaches.
Yes, a lot of ours are on our team.
And I tell them, I said, I give my discount away. In other words, the discount I have, you are welcome to utilize as well too. And so I gift it back to them, and whether they want to receive that gift or not, it's up to them.
Great way to put it.
Yeah, I have people who decide just to be a customer, but every single one of them do. Every single one of them are presented with a coaching opportunity and the discount. And I again, it's like a gift, and it would be. This is such a pivotal thing for me to think that if I don't offer this to everyone, I'm being incredibly selfish. And I think once you get to that point and you experience, like if you're like very I can't share the coaching opportunity with everybody, that's not gonna make sense to you. But when it does, I want you to text Molly or write her or call her, whatever it is that you do, or smoke signals, and say,
I like smoke signals.
oh my gosh, I was so selfish not to offer it. Because you'll realize that moment. Like, do you have that moment?
Yes, definitely. I always say to Kevin will say to me, we actually learned this from Brendan Burchard, I think, and he would say like, shame on you for not sharing it, because
So
that
true.
is a life that you could have changed. If I wasn't doing this right now, if Monica didn't come to me and say, Molly, you should be a coach, and I was like, what the heck is that? I'm not doing that. I'm not a salesperson. I had so many objections. I did not want to be a coach, but I trusted her.
Yeah.
And I knew that she was looking out for my best interest. But I always say to myself, shame on me. So real quick though, in my head, I'm wondering, and I'm putting myself in my coaches' heads, the ones that I speak to regularly. When you say you present the coach opportunity to everybody, how do you make that conversation? How do you do it? Like, yeah. So someone's saying, Tulin, I really want to do this. I'm excited about the 21-day fix. Tell me what to do.
I don't.
Okay.
I literally don't. Everybody, so my social media drives everyone to my inbox, and I develop my relationships there. I prefer
it's a good
to
idea.
communicate through email because I can keep track better, but I'm getting inundated with IM right now.
And meaning, do you put email me? Like,
email me.
Okay, always. Email me. And you put that in every post, or no? I'm just trying to help you guys understand.
It depends, because I try not to sell on every post, if that makes sense.
But if you're giving a call to action.
Yeah, if I'm saying I can only announce my challenge groups every so often because it drives so many leads into my inbox.
Got it.
Okay, so that's kind of where I am now with the business. And just the only reason why it happens is because I consistently share my journey, the ups, the downs, the goods, the ugly,
And so you're in people's faces a lot.
I am.
And when people see you a lot, they're going to be like, I'm not ready. Okay, God, she's got me now. I'm ready. So that's why it's important, you guys, to really put yourself out there, not every once in a while, and you gotta share.
And it's not about your program, or it's just
you. Exactly.
It's you.
Your family, your hobbies. It has to be a mush. Don't you think a combo of everything
100%.
so that people feel connected to you?
100%. And the thing is that you're gonna get that person who's like, oh, thank you so much. I'm so inspired by you. I signed up with my cousin. You're like, dude, why didn't you sign up with me? But you know what? Even if you're a part of their lives indirectly, what a blessing you gave them.
So awesome.
And even if they went with their cousin, people are people, and they're amazing people. They don't have like a big SC on their forehead. Like I didn't have a big W, like weight loss on my forehead. People aren't a success club
They're
point.
not, right.
So when they ask me about, hey, I see you talking about, I call them plus size support groups because that's what they are. I keep them limited. And any of the ladies who are in my support groups who are watching this right now will tell you that when they get into my groups, it is not uncommon to have, if they're like third shift nurses, I have a bunch of other nurses in there. Like these women mesh so well together. So I am selective of those that I bring in to my groups. I do specifically work with women who are plus size, especially those hormonal issues. So that is my niche and what I stick with. That's not how everybody runs their business. That's how I run mine. And when they say, hey, I really like this, tell me how much it is. I don't.
Okay.
I have to get to know them.
That's awesome.
So I guess forming.
Right.
And so I'll immediately ask them about them, their goals. Tell me more about you. What are you struggling with? It does two things. One, it helps me understand if I am a good fit for them and if I can help them. Because if I can't help you and if I'm not a good fit for you, I don't want, this is me, I don't want to collect your success flow points. I don't want to collect the commission.
Right.
You are more than that for me, and I'm not the right fit.
That's great.
And so that's one thing, and I need to know that I can help them. So it's really important. And I can only know that if I build that relationship with them and get to know them. I've gone through tons of no's. Even if they come into my inbox, tons of no's. But no matter what questions they ask me, I always get to know them first, and then I shut up.
That's awesome. So you're having like a back and forth conversation, right? Like getting to know them. And then when they finally say, okay, I'd like to do PIO because it looks like something I would love to do, your modifications, I love the results you're getting, how you're feeling, everything. When they do come to that, after you have gotten to know them, how are you, if they say, I'm just gonna buy the basic kit?
Nope.
Because that's not a success club point, you know that. So how not? And they're not a success club. Like the SC's not on their head. I'm trying to say, like, How do you make them say,
Right.
understand that this is the best way?
Well, and here's the thing. I don't have them pick their program.
Right.
I can determine based off what they share with me what's a good fit for them. Frankly, the women I work with cannot go wrong with PIO.
Right. It's
Okay?
awesome.
They can't go wrong with Focus T25 because I teach them how to modify a bit more. The eating plan on 21-day fix, you can't go wrong.
Nope.
I mean, they're very. I love the way Shalene and Michelle teach that modifier. As a plus size woman, I mean, it literally is for everyone. So I am helping them understand what's the best program for them.
Right, right.
Even as a brand new coach, this is not because I have years and years of experience. They're telling you about them. So I have them, I tell them what program I think is best for them. And remember, they're coming to work with me. They're coming to work with you. They don't care what the program is. And the reason why I sell challenge packs, then there is a sale that happens, a transaction happens.
Eventually, right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm not selling, but nobody wants to be sold to.
No.
It's ew.
And they trust you because you've built that relationship. They have trust. That's what's cool.
Yeah, and I've been called names at the end where somebody's like, oh, I didn't realize you're trying to sell me something. But then I would love to come back.
It happens to everybody.
Everybody. And I'd be like, oh, but I'm okay to work with for free. My value is zero to you. That makes me a little sad,
Okay.
People think that sometimes. Yeah. But that's not my problem. That's their issues, and when they're ready, I'm there for them.
Yes.
So what I do is when people come to me about my results, I 100% credit Shakeology.
Awesome.
Shakeology is the tool I used to be able to get through the programs I have, to be able to get off my soda, everything I have. The most consistent thing that's happened, and again, because I have a strong data set, has been Shakeology. So if you were coming to me based off of my results are from programs and Shakeology.
Right.
So
honest, for real, because you use it every day and you do them. Yeah.
That's it, and I'm not going to mislead you. And so I openly tell them, I love the fact that you want to get the program. I'm happy to get that. The requirement for the group is a challenge pack with Shakeology. And that's it, because I won't have to coach them. I will not do them a disservice. And I can look them in the eye and look all of you in the eye and tell you the same thing, because this is how I'm able to help you. And I've had far too much success with women, even as a brand new coach.
Right.
To not be able to help them the best way that I know how. I don't have a lot of letters behind my name. I'm just Coach Tulane, a chick on a journey.
I love it.
I'm just a chick on a journey like you. So
sounds like a show.
It is. Chick on a journey.
Tulane, chick on a journey. I think we need to do that. That'll be our next show. So here we go. Here's the thing. This is what I know. I'm reading the minds of people, coaches out there. And yes, wait, hold on. Okay, I just read their mind. And here's what they are wondering. Someone is saying, awesome, I already have insanity. Collecting dust, but I have it. Or I already drink a shake, but can I still be in your group?
No.
Okay, so how do you deal with that? And how do you make it happen? You might get some no's. I know they're like, I'm out of here.
Okay, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
What I tell you about no's? No's are my blessings.
Yay.
Like every time I get a no, it's like, what is it? An angel gets their wings.
That's awesome.
Totally. because thank you for not having me coach this person right now, because on it, and I've learned this so much, having been through like the different Shalene programs and stuff, I really only want to surround myself with super awesome people that have super awesome lightning bolt tattoos like I do, you know?
Yeah.
So it's better that you've said no, and it's better if I get a group of them, because the more I get, the closer I am to yeses, and they usually I ebb and flow all month long. And
spaghetti. It
is. My bowl is spaghetti. So people will tell you, I'm an SC junkie. I'm also a no junkie.
That's good.
No's are very empowering for me, because I choose to have them be, and I don't go, oh, they don't want to work with me. I'm like, oh, thank goodness, this probably wasn't the best fit.
Right.
But I'm there for you when you do.
Isn't it Jim Rohn who says, you have to talk to 10 people to get one to even be interested?
It's so true.
So if you should be talking to 5 people a day. So maybe all 5 will say no to you, but tomorrow you're going to give 5 more. Out of those 2 days, you're going to get 1. So, and you could double it, and then you're going to see more numbers and more people. So,
ask me how many SC points I have this month.
How many?
0.
It's the 10th.
What?
Are you panicking?
Not at all.
Okay, why?
Because because I went from 0 to hero.
See? And you know what, you guys? Wait, I'm serious. She'll have like 20 or 30, okay?
So
and her husband will have some too. What's your goal?
Well, no, actually, no. I did a blitz for him last month.
Is he already done?
He's done.
Oh, whatever.
We nailed him last month. He's good.
Awesome, okay.
So my goal this month is 40 SC and 20 coaches.
What?
And
okay.
I'm on the 10th.
So you've got that goal. Here, so I have to go back because I'm reading the minds again of the coaches. So if people say no to you and you say, well, you need to buy a challenge pack, and they say no, do you say, well, or I already have this program, how do you say, this is what you need? Remember we talked about that last night, so I was just like, what? Okay.
Yeah, because, well, they're here, that you trust me, obviously, you've come to me, and I say, when you're ready, reach out, and we'll get started. And that will sometimes either get them to do it. Sometimes it does sometimes upset people, but I can't take responsibility for that. Right. My responsibility is to help you because you're going to be coachable and you trust me. And when you and you know, again, and it's rare I get somebody really, really rude. It's really, really rare.
Then that's their own issues.
But I mean, it happens to me too.
Right. But so if they say, okay, I've got Insanity, you're like, but these are the three. I remember you were saying like, these are the three programs that I firmly believe will. Okay. Yeah, this is good. You guys
want to know my huge secret?
This is good.
Are we good on time?
Yeah.
I might not.
No, we're not. We're over. But stay with us. Stay with us. We got more. Stay. Forget dinner. Forget dinner.
So here's my big secret.
Forget sleep.
So here's my huge secret, right? Okay. Focus T25. You know what's a really great complement to that program? The 21-day fix. Why? Because that eating plan is insane. You know,
you get wine and chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody gets a car.
Yeah, that too, at the end.
And same thing with PIO. PIO and 21-day fix, eating plan, work beautifully together. Okay. How can you go wrong with 3-day refresh? So if I run a Focus T25 group, I always run that together with 21-day fix or the 3-day refresh.
Awesome.
Because I layer my group, so I teach them about getting moving first, and then we start layering in nutrition.
Awesome.
So I don't like to oversell people, because I think I can't say you have to buy all these programs. That's not true.
No, yeah.
So if they only have Focus T25, then that's fine.
Okay.
If they have Focus T25 and they need 21-day fix, I will have them buy the challenge pack at a discount and often sign up as a coach.
Awesome.
To receive the additional discount in the months coming, because it just makes sense. Again, it's a gift to them. So it's not really a secret. I mean, really, it's just something that makes sense. I want them to have as many tools as they possibly can. But I don't run my challenge groups unless you have the challenge pack. Because here's the thing, even if you sign up as a discount coach, I don't think it's too much to get Shakeology, something consumable. It's going to make a difference in your life.
It's your food.
It is your food. It comes out of your grocery budget. Yes. I mean, homeless broke girl. Yeah. Broke girl got it. We got 2 bags.
We don't even think about it anymore. We're like, Shakeology. We don't buy vitamins. We don't buy shakes. We don't. You know, we've taken all that out of our lives, and you guys need to do that too. I'm kind of saying need to because I care about you. So
it's true.
So one more thing. We're just going to make this a 2-hour. No, I'm kidding. You have dinner. Oh my gosh, or you have a meeting. How do you lovingly give that gift to people who are going to buy a challenge pack?
You mean the discount?
Yes. And do you walk them through the process, or do you say this is how you're going to order? You know what I'm saying? So just kind of wrap it up like.
Okay. Yeah. So my take is this: if they're going to buy a challenge pack, people are going to refer people to you. So if they can get Shakeology on discount or for free, oh my gosh, I would love for everybody to have Shakeology on discount or for free. That's a huge gift. Yeah. Okay. It's the best meal you can possibly have on a daily basis. So what I do is I tell them this is how you can get Shakeology. You can get. I refer to it kind of like a Sam's Club discount. That comes from Jason.
Yes,
Bible.
we do that too. We do the Costco member.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is exactly like that.
It's awesome.
And so what I tell them is and then what you can do is instead you are going to inspire people, and instead of sending them to me as a referral, which I'm grateful for, but instead of sending me to a referral, I will help them get signed up through you. You receive the commission and get your Shakeology paid for.
Sell 3, get yours for free.
100%.
Sell 3 bags of Shakeology a month and you have paid for your Shakeology.
100%. If I could gift them again to have them be on Shakeology, be in the challenge group, and understand if you're just a discount coach, it's not doing a whole heck of a lot for my business, right?
Right.
It's not, until you accumulate, the number of coaches that you have. So it really is a gift. Like I'm literally giving it away. But I would say 90% of my coaches are discount, and most of them come out of the challenge groups or in the challenge groups going, I want to do this like you are.
Awesome.
And that's a huge compliment.
That's awesome. And that's something that's duplicatable. So what you're doing, you're teaching your coaches to do the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do it. That's what I do. I want you guys to be encouraged by Tulin here to go and share about the discount and invite those discount coaches, by the way, to do what they want. Like always say, by the way, you can still be a discount coach always. You can be a forever discount coach.
I say
or jump in this group and let's just show you what you can do to earn some money.
I do offer them the coach, like a Coach Basics a little further on down the line. And then I always tell them, I don't put any weird like quotas or anything on you. Like you could just be a discount coach and that's okay. But at the end of the day, if I could tell you 2 things to help you be a successful coach, it'd be 1, share your honest truth, not because you're trying to sell anything, but because you're hoping to inspire others. You're gifting other people the opportunity to be able to make change, whether they work with you directly or not. And the other thing is too, is that we are not Success Club points. We're not commissions. If you genuinely bring people into your circle because you genuinely want to help them, you will be amazed at how far your business grows. And that is the honest to God truth, how I grow my business on a monthly basis.
Right.
And I just recently, in the past several months, started bringing in coaches. So maybe just in the, because my coach Jimmy was just like, you should really, well, I don't want to push people. Y'all, I have all the excuses. Everything that holds you back was holding me back until finally Jimmy calls me the excuse buster.
Okay.
And that's what I do.
And what did he say to you? How did it finally click in your head? Like, not duh, hashtag duh, but like, I should do this.
I just said, do it. I mean, like like I said, you have that aha moment. I would love for every coach to come in and just be like, oh, I hear everything you're saying. I'm applying it beautifully. It's perfect. The reality is the coaching process is also that big bowl of spaghetti, and you're going to make tons of mistakes and figure it out along the lines, and you're going to feel like you need to know everything. I really jumped and learn to fly on the way down.
Yeah, I think that's more fun.
And I utilize my coach. I mean, Jimmy literally puts all the information out there for all of us to be able to utilize, and I did. I plugged in, awesome. I went to events, I went to the calls. Yep. I just had to apply the content.
And it's all there for you guys.
It's
Y'all know
all
that.
there.
So if you have been holding back, if any of this, like I've had goosebumps throughout this whole talk with you. I mean, just your story alone and just how you've overcome so much is just beautiful, and
we're still overcoming.
Right.
Let me not kid you. We're not out of the woods yet.
Right.
We are still coming out.
But even how far you have come. But
we're so grateful, and I'm so grateful to somebody sharing the coaching opportunity with me and giving us the discount.
And you guys got to do that and not be afraid, because I just want to encourage you. You know, a lot of people say like, I don't know how to start the conversation. I don't know how to not feel weird or creepy. I don't want to be judged by my family or my friends.
They're all judging you. They're judging you for your shoes.
They are.
They're judging you for your business.
Exactly.
Beachbody, bad shoes. It's okay.
Yeah, and I do love what Shalene said. I think it was at MIA. She said something about someone said on their Facebook page, they were afraid to post things about Beachbody, about drinking Shakeology, or just how good they feel, or whatever it is, but they just wanted to post pictures. And Shalene said, great, are your cousins and your grandma paying your bills? Are they going to give you a future that you are going to be more free to travel, pay off bills, send your kids to college? Heck no, they don't care what you're putting out there. So put something out there that is showing how good you feel and how much you've changed. And when you do that, you guys, people are going to message you, and if they don't click, like or comment, that doesn't mean they're not paying attention.
Those are the ones who
all.
are going to email you or contact you via IM. And I got to tell you, my business is not built off of my relatives and friends.
Nope.
99.9% of my business is built entirely online by complete strangers who were touched by my story, related to it somehow, and asked me to help them.
And I think I was talking to one of my newer coaches today, and she said, gosh, I've been a coach for 2 weeks, and doing the workouts and being a coach and being part of this Beachbody thing has made my confidence go through the roof. So how cool is that? If her and I never connected, if I never made that post, she wouldn't be feeling that. And I literally had a connection with her right away, and it was because we went back and forth and had conversation. I didn't right away say, oh my God, be a coach, oh my God, buy this, ew. That's yucky.
No.
So you know what I mean? I just want to encourage you guys, put yourselves out there, share your story. Don't be ashamed of your story. We all have stories, and even people who look perfect, they have shit too. I just said shit. I did.
Oh my gosh, you said shit.
I did. I owe everybody a quarter. Oh my God, this call, I hope there's a lot of people because I want to pay a lot of money.
Oh, that's cool.
But seriously, put your stuff out there because someone's going to say, I'm the same way. Thank you so much for sharing that. And then they're going to talk with you. So, and it doesn't mean you're going to say, buy this. You're just going to be caring, inform them and all that.
And I didn't have the following that I have right now. I was over 300 pounds when I started, so I wasn't a fit girl. I mean, I've got abs underneath the keg. Ow, ow! but they're there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not because I had this huge transformational story. Y'all, I was not sharing my homelessness when I was homeless. I was not like, I actually do not enjoy the broke girl flag. I actually try to put it down now, but it is part of my story, and it's part of how I am where I am now. But I didn't have a following when I started. Yeah. I didn't have a transformation when I started. I certainly wasn't sharing this big story because I would have family freak out. I mean, I went through the same judgment issues as well too. And then finally I just went, you know what? You saw my post of the day.
Yeah.
I just laid it all out.
Go read it. Go to her Facebook. I was literally like, I was reading it and then someone interrupted me. I was like, dang it. And then we got to talk and I was like, that was awesome.
And they're full of typos and grammatical errors. If they're not my posts. I didn't write it.
So we're going to end this because you guys have to go to your kids' meeting and you've blessed us all so much. Thank you so much for coming to, thank you for coming to her husband. He's awesome.
Great.
Seriously awesome. He's awesome. But tell them 3 quick words like, boom, do this, do this, do this. If you could just, if someone said to you, okay, we have 2 seconds to give 3, go. I'm sure they took so much away.
Share. That's all I can tell you.
That's
share.
it. I swear that's the best advice ever.
Share 3 times. Hashtag
that's it.
Share.
Duh. But so, I mean, was she amazing, you guys? You know, stop the doubt that's in here, and that's in here. Like, tell it to shut the heck up. I'm not going to say any more bad words. I almost did. That would have been really bad. But tell those doubts to be quiet and just go for it, right? Because the more you will grow, not only will your business grow, but you will grow so much.
And the curvy plus size girls and men are waiting to hear from you if you're plus size. And I'm not saying all of you are plus size, but we're probably the ones who are the most shy. Do it. They are waiting to hear from you. They are looking for people to relate to. I cannot honestly get through the volume in my inbox. Ooh. So Beachbody's a family, y'all. Let's get out there and get sharing.
Okay. Love you guys. Make this month amazing. And thank you so much for taking all this time. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Tulin.
Bye.
Peace.